Greetings, my fellow mortals. It is almost midnight, and I am about to go to bed soon, but before I do that, I wanted to do another album review, because it's been a while since I did an album review. And tonight we're doing the Bloody Keep album, Rats of Black Death. Bloody Keep is a one-man black metal / dungeon synth band from California, formed by Abysmal Spectre. If you don't know who that is the leader of the band Old Nick, which a lot of people like to hate on, but I think they're good, so. And he is also the member of Curtain Wall, which I have seen y'all meme that band to death, and use that one song off of that album that came out to do folky dances and everything, like at a Ren Fair or whatever. I've seen those memes. Y'all did that. A lot of those memes are pretty funny. But yeah, Bloody Keep is one of Abysmal Spectre's numerous black metal and dungeon synth projects. Before this album came out, he released 5 EPs with this band. The first one came out in 2021. It is called Cups of Blood in the Top of the Tower. The second one is Bloody Horror. I believe that is Vlad the Impaler, whom the story of Dracula is based off of. A self-titled EP. 3 of those EPs came out in 2021. 2022, they released another EP titled Wampyric Countess. I believe this EP is about Elizabeth Bathory, the Blood Countess and everything. And in 2023, they released another EP with the title in Japanese, but if you translate it, it's translated to The Ghosts of True Religion, which then leads to this album right here. This is their first official full-length album ever. The album sounds very, 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 very different from those 5 EPs that I mentioned. The 5 EPs that came out before this album had a bit more raw and lo-fi production, whereas this album right here has more cleaner production. There's a slight bit of rawness in there, but it's not lo-fi at all. It has much more cleaner production, and to be honest, I'm here for it. I do not care what production black metal is. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it. Y'all bet your asses this album was released through Grime Stone Records at Bandcamp. That is obviously Abysmal Spectre's label, so yeah, this is definitely going to be a Grime Stone release right here. The album sits at 8 songs and is 52 minutes and 49 seconds long, which is pretty reasonable for an album like this. The songs are very, very long. One of them is 8 minutes long, and the other is 9 minutes long. Now, only 7 out of 8 of the songs are original tracks. The 7th one is called Wampyric Depression, and that is actually a song off of the EP Wampyric Countess. I believe it is it is definitely a re-recording, because that original recording from that EP was more raw and lo-fi, whereas this one is more cleaner, so that is definitely a re-recording for this album, and it's pretty good. I would say my favorite tracks are The Werewolf's Tale, Nostalgic Vampire Magic, Wampyric Depression, and the final track, Halloween's Folly. And I would rate this album a 9.5 out of 10. This is a really solid album. Much different, obviously, like I said, from the EPs that came out, but still really, really good. Has that Bloody Keep feel. Yeah, like I said, 9.5 out of 10. Definitely check this album out on Bandcamp. It is on the Grime Stone Records Bandcamp. I don't know when it'll be on other platforms. It'll likely be on Spotify pretty soon, but I don't know when. And be on the lookout for any future potential physical releases. Any tapes or CDs for this album. Maybe even some vinyls from, a different label. I believe, a different label does, Grime Stone release is on vinyl and all that. They did that for, some of the Old Nick albums. But anyway, be on the lookout for that kind of stuff. And see y'all next time for the next album review.